we'll try Comanche County. Kilo Golf 5, Hotel Bravo X-Ray. Darren, can you copy KI5LET in Wise County?
No precipitation fell today.
1.
Leaves the monthly total at
3.4658.
Total precipitation.
0.
All right, is the frequency clear? We're going to go ahead and start the net. Sounds like the frequency is clear, and Top looks like he has warmed up the net, so let's go ahead and get started. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, the Friday night Simplex net, as it's affectionately called. The call sign here is Kilo Foxtrot 5 Victor Sierra Papa KF5VSP. I'm located here in Parker County in the city of Weatherford, and I want to welcome everybody aboard for tonight's net. We meet every Friday night at 8 p.m. right here on 146-580 Simplex. We've had a tremendous amount of participation, and this net continues to grow with numbers, and its reach is getting better and better every week with relays. So I want to thank everybody for that, and continue to spread the word if you can. The way the net operates is we're going to go county by county, and there's a reason for that. Do your very best to listen along, and we do it county by county to just check propagation, allows people to kind of trace who they hear and who they're not hearing, etc. And it breaks up the check-ins a little bit so that we're not doubling and so forth. There's lots of parallel things that run alongside this net to help the fact that we have so much coverage. One of the things is we have two frequencies that you can listen in on that are on towers. They're listen in only. One is in Palo Pinto County and the other is in Somerville County. The frequencies are 444.925 and 145310. Use those to listen in. It'll amaze you how much you will hear if perhaps you're in a spot where you can't hear some of the outer edges, east of Dallas County, west of Parker County, and on down south. We also use NetLogger, netlogger.org. That is another way to follow the net in real time. It's not a way to check in, but it is a way for you to follow along and see the coverage and who all's checking in from where. We also have a Facebook group. The Facebook group is North Central Texas Simplex Net. North Central Texas Simplex Net. If you'd like to become a member and post information and visit with all the other members, it'll ask you a couple of simple questions, and one of the administrators will let you in the gate, if you will. Also, to help along, we have a live stream on YouTube that is provided by Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike. So if you go to YouTube, you can listen to an almost live stream, pretty close, and do either type in KE5NGM or look up North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. All right, again, this is KF5, Victor, Sugar, Papa. My name is Mike. I'm in Parker County in Weatherford, Texas. I'll be the net control station for the 2-meter Simplex net here, North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. I also have a couple of relays around the area strategically. So I have one to my north that is doing net logger and probably some relays. KB5YBI is in Johnson County. I'll have KE5NGM in Tarrant County. I'll have Whiskey Charlie 5 Whiskey Charlie down in Bosque County, and then I'm here in Parker County. So for the most part, that's kind of an umbrella with the hub of the wheel, if you will, being in Parker. And we'll reach out to other people to make net calls as well. So be patient. Try to use some of these other tools, the listen-in frequencies, the net logger if you'd like to follow along, the Facebook group to share information, or the live stream. Tonight we're going to change things up a little bit, really in the fact that we used to have a lot more, we'd have announcements and we'd have a buy-sell section and that kind of thing. The net's getting so big that we're going to go ahead and eliminate that. So we're just going to basically stick to what we know here, and that's Simplex operation. I do want to mention one other thing. After we get done with the county-by-county check-ins, one of the most important things to me is I will allow all stations that have checked in to participate by having the frequency to make 2 calls. So you will get an opportunity to make calls to a specific station, or you can make a general call and get signal reports to see how much coverage your station has. So please, please, please take advantage of that. All right, this is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. First, I'd like to call for any stations that have never checked in. So if this is your first time to join the group and check in, or maybe you're a newly licensed ham operator or an upgrade, we'd like to have you come now. Anybody listening out there that is a first-time check-in, or maybe a newly licensed operator, or maybe an upgrade, please call now.
Relay, Mike.
YBI, go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, you doubled with her, but it was Kilo Delta 5 Bravo Sierra Mike, Wanda, in Whitney.
Tell me the name again down there in Hill County.
Wanda, Whiskey Alpha, November Delta Alpha.
All right, KD5 Bravo Sierra Mike. Very good. Well, welcome her aboard. Over.
Good evening, Miss Wanda. Welcome to the net. I understand it's your first time. You're coming from Whitney, is that correct? Okay, Vonda, Victor, Oscar, November, Delta, Alpha. All right, correction on that name, Mike. Vonda, what's your setup there in Whitney? Yaesu 1500, what about your antenna? All right, how high is that Yagi? All right, Mike, I have a correction on the name. It is not Wanda, it is Vonda, Victor, Oscar, November, Delta, Alpha, running a Yaesu 1500 and a Yagi at 20 feet. Welcome in, Miss Vonda. We do have you in the log. Thank you for coming by to see us. KB5YBI, back to net control.
Okay, appreciate that. Thanks for the relay. All clear with KB5YBI, and this is KF5 Victor Sugar Papa. Are there any other first-time check-ins? Any other stations this is their first time to check in? Or if you're newly licensed or upgraded, please come now. All right, any of the relay stations, do you have anything for me?
Mike, I need to make a call. I know we have a gentleman down in Maypearl in Ellis County standing by for a first-time check-in. Kilo India 5, Yankee Victor India. JD, do you copy?
Yeah, I can. I'll copy.
All right, JD, I'm going to officially check you in. Mike, that call sign is Kilo India 5, Yankee Victor India. His name is JD, and he is currently mobile, set on a hill just outside there in the area of Maypearl. Go ahead.
Okay, is Maypearl in Ellis County, or what county is that?
Yes, sir, that is Ellis County.
Okay, anything else, Kenny? You seem to be on a roll with the first-time check-ins.
JD, anything else for the net? We know you're mobile in Maypearl, and you are officially in the log cert.
That's pretty much it. Thanks for the relay, Ken. Appreciate it. Kind of exciting how all that worked out.
All right, JD, well, you're up to a solid S4 bounce and S5 here in northern Johnson County, and good, strong, clean audio. Great trip for a mobile station. Welcome to the net. KB5YBI, back to net control.
All right, we'll clear with YBI. Appreciate the pickup and welcome aboard to Vonda and to JD. First-time check-ins, so that's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and start our county-by-county check-ins. I'll just kind of give everybody a heads up, so if you may have a map in front of you or you can kind of visualize, I'm going to start in Parker County. I'm going to go out to my west, northwest, and southwest to pick up those stations that I have a pretty good ear to, and then we'll move back from the west to the south and east. So just that's kind of where we're going. So use all these tools available, listen-in frequency, NetLogger, and the live stream to follow along if perhaps sometimes I may be a little sketchy. All right, we're going to start county by county, and I'm calling on Parker County. Parker County, come on.
Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo.
KJ5UF.
K5, Delta, Charlie.
Kilo Golf 5, Sierra, Quebec, Juliet.
Okay, hold it right there. I've got W5BNK. That'd be Walt, Springtown, KJ5UF. That is Mr. Ray. Up on the north part of Parker County, K5 Delta Charlie, that's Dwayne in Springtown. And KG5SQJ, that would be Bob in Annetta in eastern Parker County. Parker County, if you hadn't checked in, come on now. All right, Parker County, a little light tonight. I'm going to have to do some politicking or something or some stumping. Anyway, let's move out to Palo Pinto County. Calling Palo Pinto County, please. They usually come in later. Last call for Palo Pinto County. Palo Pinto County check-ins. All right, nothing heard so far. Let's go up into Young County and call on Young County stations.
Kilo Fox 5, Victor, Bravo, Lima.
All right, there's Jerry. Jerry, how are you hearing me tonight so far?
You're good and solid. S3 on my bars on this Yaesu.
Okay, good. All right, for everybody listening, that's Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor, Bravo, Lima. Name is Jerry, and he's up there in Young County in Graham, Texas. So if you don't know exactly where that is north and west of Parker County. Pretty good ways. All right, is there anybody else out there in Young County that's listening that would like to check in tonight? All right, let's go to Stevens County. Are there any Stevens County stations? Stevens County, last call. Stevens County check-ins. All right, how about Eastland County? Calling Eastland County.
This is AI5BU, Alpha India 5 Bravo uniform. I got some changes to the station here tonight.
Okay, stand by, Cam. Anybody else out in Eastland that wants to check in this evening? All right, go ahead, AI5BU Cam. I heard you had your tower went down on you. Is that right?
Yeah, that's affirmative. That tower got destroyed and the beam got destroyed. So I'm on an Omni tonight, a 15-foot. It's a Diamond FH-23. The feed point is up about 40 feet, so the top of the antenna is about 55 feet. And it seems to be doing pretty good for an Omni here locally. It is doing the trick. Over.
Well, you said, I don't really know. Conditions must be average or a little above because you've got an S5 on me and good, strong audio.
Okay, you're S2 here. I've got a little bit of noise in with your audio, but good signal here tonight. Go ahead.
Good, we'll take it. We'll take it. Well, I'm sorry you lost your tower, my friend, but I'm glad you recovered pretty quick. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I hope this Omni works out. It's 3 5/8 elements inside the antenna here, and it was kind of a trick to get the thing tuned and put together. I'd never really done one like that before, but it seems to be working out. I'm going to go ahead and return to you, Mike. There is AI5BU. Okay,
real quick, how much power are you running, or are you running any power?
Yeah, this is 250 watts on the LA250.
Okay, are you going to stick around if people want to make a call?
I'll be here for a little bit, but I really need to get to bed. I got to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go make a heavy haul tomorrow morning.
All right, my friend. Well, thanks for checking in. Glad to have you back on the air. That's Alpha India 5 Bravo uniform, Cam in Eastland, Texas. Anybody else in Eastland County check-ins? Last call. All right, nothing heard. How about Erath County? All right, there's 3 strong stations from Erath, KI5OS, David, KG5HPH, that's Phil, and we have Senator down there, the Senator from Erath County, that's WA5 Edward Delta X-Ray, that would be Byron. Anybody else listening tonight in Erath? All right, all 3 stations, I've got a great copy up here tonight. All right, next on the list, let's sneak on down into Comanche County. Comanche County, your turn. Okay, I got WA5YME Winston down he's in Comanche County, just to the northwest of the city of Comanche. And I got KG5HBX, he is in Comanche County near De Leon, Texas. Both of y'all were a little stronger earlier, but I've got a good copy. How are you hearing me tonight, Winston?
You're a good 40 over.
Okay, I think if I didn't know any better, I would think it's Christmas and the Christmas lights are on, but I know that's not it. But I've got a solid copy on you up here. And Darren, you're sounding pretty good. What's going on?
Oh, man, just riding along here, trying
trying to figure out NetLogger. I can't figure out how to make my profile and get my radio information in there and all that. So I've downloaded it and I'm trying to figure it out, but I just haven't had enough time to play with it. Other than that, man, it's a great day down here.
Very good. Okay, man. Thanks for being there. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to make a call down to Coleman, but I may have you help me out. So that is anybody else in Comanche County before I move on. Let me reach way out there and call on Coleman County. Coleman County check-ins. How about Coleman County? Can you copy net control in Coleman County? How about Brown County? Are there any Brown County stations that would like to check into the Simplex net? How about Mills County? Any Mills County stations on frequency? Darren, if you'll make a call down there to those three, Coleman, Brown, and Mills, I'm sure I'm getting out down there tonight.
This is KG5HBX assisting net control with the Friday Night Simplex net. Anyone in Coleman County want to check in? Come now.
Kilo India 5, Tango Lima Golf.
All right, I got Kilo India 5, Tango Lima Golf. Nick, how's it going tonight, Nick?
It's going a little chilly around the edges, but we're making it. Other than that, not much going on down here.
Roger that. Are you hearing me a little worse or better or about the same as last week? Do you remember?
You're probably a little bit slightly worse, but not bad. You're full readable, just not very loud.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting here too. I don't think conditions are that great. All right, well, thanks for checking in, Nick. Anyone else in Coleman County want to check into the Friday Night Simplex net? All right, nothing heard. What about Brown County? Anyone in Brown County? All right, no Bill or anyone else. How about Mills County? Anyone in Mills County want to check into the Friday Night Simplex net? All right, that's it, Mr. Mike, KI5TLG, Nick down there in Trickham.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it very much. That I'll clear with HBX, and we did get Kilo India 5 Tango Lima Golf. That is Nick, and Nick is near Santa Ana. I think it's in Trickham, but if anybody doesn't know how far out there that is from Parker and Tarrant County, just look up Coleman County, Texas, or Santa Ana, Texas, and it's a fair poke down there. So anyway, this is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. We're doing our county-by-county roll call. Next on the list, let's call Hamilton County. Hamilton County. Hello, Hamilton County, North Central Texas Simplex net calling. Okay, I'm not hearing anybody at this time. Let's go to Hood County. Hello, Hood County, your turn.
KI5 NYB.
K5 Echo Sierra Victor.
Whiskey 1 Delta Victor Zulu.
Okay, let's hold it there. Let me run this down from Hood County. I do copy. KI5 November Yankee Bravo, that is Dawn. KI5 Whiskey Echo Delta, hello Jennifer. K5 Echo Sierra Victor, that is Clayton. W1 Delta Victor Zulu, that would be JD. And Kilo 5 Bravo Yankee Fox, that is Mike. Are there any other Hood County stations? All right, there's K5WSN. Are you at the base station, or are you out roaming around? Oh boy, very good. That's K Whiskey Sierra November. That's Bill in Hood. Any other Hood County? Hood County, last call. Well, I haven't heard Bob, and I didn't hear Kelton, so we'll maybe pick them up here in a later time. All right, let's move on. Let's call on Somerville County.
Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta.
All right, there's Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta. Any other Somerville County? I guess Kelly and Robert, maybe they'll come in here in a minute. All right, this is KF5, Victor Sierra Papa. Mike here at Parker County doing the county-by-county roll call for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Let's go and call on Bosque County. Bosque County. There's old Wiley. Wiley, what's going on? Did you move that analyzer yet?
I did. Carry it over while I got it. John,
all right. Is he stable, or do you have a read on it?
No. If he comes in, he can fill in. He's been staying in contact with him.
Okay. All right. Great signal up here tonight, Wiley. I'm going to try a call down there and see if I can wake anybody up, but I know you'll help me out. How about Hill County? Anybody else in Hill County that can hear me want to check in?
Uniform Golf. Whiskey 5, Lima Whiskey, John in Lake Whitney.
Wiley, go ahead if you would. Make your call if you would to Hill and McLennan and Coryell and that bunch. All right, so KI5YUG, that is Chris, and WW5LW, that would be John, both from Whitney.
Roger. This is WC5WC, Assistant Net Control. Is there anyone south of Bosque County, McLennan, Bell, Coryell, or in South Bosque County that could not check in, would like to check in? Please call me now, WC5WC. Mike, nothing heard.
Okay, very good. Thank you. That's WC5WC, all clear with you. And just to refresh, KI5 Yankee Uniform Golf is Chris in Hill County, and so is Whiskey 5 Lima Whiskey John in Hill County. All right, let's go to Johnson County. Johnson County, please.
Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Bravo.
Whiskey India 5, Mike Romeo Whiskey.
Kilo Bravo 5, Yankee Bravo India, official by county.
Kilo India 5 Foxtrot X-Ray Zulu.
Kilo 5, Papa November Bravo.
Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Kilo Bravo.
All right, hold it right there. I got WI5MRW. Mike, good to hear you, buddy. I hope you're feeling better. KB5YBI, KI5FXZ, that's AJ. I got KC5AKB. Rick, who was the Kilo 5 station?
Mike, that was Kilo 5 Papa November Bravo over in Godley, Bobby and Godley. And we also had Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Bravo at the top of that.
Okay, all right. K5 Papa November Bravo. Bobby, are you copying me okay?
10-4 K5 PNB, you're about a 4 on my meter over here in Godley.
Okay, I got you. I didn't know if that was you or not. Glad to have you out there as usual. So far we have WI5MRW, KB5YBI, KI5FXZ, K5 Papa November Bravo, KC5AKB, and W5KBB. Anybody else in Johnson? Any other relays, Kenny?
Where's he asking for?
Nothing else heard at this time. Any other Johnson County stations that are not copying their controls, KB5YBI? Any other Johnson County stations?
K9 Mike Kilo.
K9 Mike Kilo. Good evening. What's the name and location, sir?
Good evening, Ken. Name is Mike. We're just outside of Grandview.
All right. K9 Mike K. Kilo 9 Mike Kilo Mike, just outside of Grandview. KB5YBI, back to net control.
Wow. Okay. He was breaking the squelch, so that's K9 Mike Kilo Mike near Grandview. That's a pretty good haul as well. All right. This is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Let's go to Ellis County. Hello, Ellis County. Your turn.
Yeah, Kilo 5, Whiskey X-Ray Yankee, K5WXY, Waxahachie.
Okay, K5WXY, a lot of QSB, Gary. Anybody else in Ellis County? Okay, I'm not hearing anybody else in Ellis County. Let's see. Before I leave that part of the region, let me see. Kenny, give a shot down to see if maybe we can pick up Limestone County. Anybody down in there, and see if we can get Keith down there. You want to give it a shot?
Absolutely. Good evening from Johnson County. Kilo Bravo 5 Yankee Bravo India assisting net control for the North Central Texas Simplex net. We have anybody in Ellis, Navarro, or Limestone County? Ellis, Navarro, or Limestone County? I'd like to check in. Come with your call sign now, please. Any stations, Ellis, Navarro, or Limestone, that can hear me, would like to check in. Come now, please. Was that November 5 Papa Uniform Romeo, is that correct? All right, Ron, I copied the name, and you're south of Waxahachie. What was the name of the town? All right, can you give me that phonetically? I'm getting a little interference on your ears breaking up. Try it one more time. Avalon. Okay, that's what I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure. All right, Mike, we have November 5 Papa Uniform Romeo. The name is Ron, Romeo Oscar November, in the town of Avalon, a couple of miles south of Waxahachie. Anybody else, Ellis, Navarro, or Limestone County? All right, nothing heard there. We do have November 5 Papa Uniform Romeo Ron from Avalon in the log. Back to you, Mike. KB5YBI.
Okay, thanks. And I think Gary came in and piggybacked on that one too, so I'll clear with YBI. And let's go to Tarrant County. Hello, Tarrant County. We're looking for your check-ins now.
Kilo India 5, Foxtrot Lima Echo.
Kilo India 5, Hotel X-Ray Kilo.
Whiskey 5, India, Charlie Kilo.
Kilowatt Baker 5, Whiskey Baker.
November 8, Whiskey, Whiskey, Romeo.
November 3, Delta, Mike, Echo.
KC5 SLQ.
Echo 5, November Golf, Mike.
Kilo Fox 5, Papa Victor.
All right, hold on, Tarrant County. Hold it right there. Let me make sure I got everybody. So far, I have KI5FLE, Brian, KI5HXK, that's Keith, W5ICK, hello, Bob, KB5 Whiskey Baker, that is David, N8WWR, that is Romy, KC5SLQ is Daryl, KE5NGM is Trey, and there was one in there, I got a Kilo Fox 5 Papa, and then there was some Dublin. Who's the KF5 Papa question mark?
Kilo Fox 5, Papa Victor. Sorry, I have a bad receive, a lot of QR Nancy here on your signal, sir. Kilo Fox 5, Papa Victoria in Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay, very good. I got you that time. There was just a bunch of them in there. KF5 Papa Victor, give me your name there in Tarrant County, please.
Yeah, QSL, Fort Worth, Texas, Tarrant County, Kilo Fox 5, Papa Victor, over.
Right, Papa Victor, can you give me your name real quick?
Yeah, the name is Paul, Papa Alpha Uniform Leo, name is Paul. Just in for the count, over.
Yep, you are in the log. Appreciate you coming in. That's Kilo Fox 5, Papa Victor. Paul in Fort Worth is in for the count, and you are duly noted. Thanks for stopping by. Anybody else in Tarrant County?
Whiskey Alpha 5, Uniform Sierra Yankee.
Kilo Bravo 5, Romeo Mike.
November 3, Delta, Mike, Echo.
And a relay for Delta Mike Echo.
Got, I did pick up WA5USY, Mike. Good signal, Mike. KB5RM, that's Mr. Les. I copy you quite well. And then we've got N3 Delta Mike Echo, that is David, on a relay. Are there any other Tarrant County check-ins? Trey, do you have any other relays I did not get?
That covers it, Mike. KE5NGM.
All right, last call. Tarrant County check-ins. Tarrant County check-ins, please. All right, let's do this little trick here with the help of N8WWR. Romy, if you're available, if you would, sir, please help us out and make those calls to Dallas and eastward. Over.
Absolutely. Good evening, all, or good evening, Dallas County and eastbound. This is November 8, Whiskey Romeo, assisting with the North Central Texas Simplex net. Looking for check-ins specifically in Dallas County and east. If you can hear the sound of my voice and you haven't been able to hear net control and you'd like to check into the net, please come now with your call sign phonetically. We'd love to have you.
Whiskey 5, Tango X-Ray.
November 5, Victor, Uniform Juliet, Roger, Irving.
All right, I got AA5. Oh, I'll tell you what I got so far. I got Robert, AA5AH, WW5TX. I got WD4RNR Brady. Somebody double with Brady. Who'd I miss in there? I know I missed at least one.
That may have been the November 5 Victor, Uniform Juliet, Roger and Irving.
N5VUJ, is this your first time stopping by, my man?
No, this will be my second time, actually.
Let me get your, what kind of station you running over there? Did they ask you that before or no?
No. Right now I'm on a FTM 100 and just 50 watts.
What kind of antenna you got? Approximate height there?
I got a homemade J-pole. It's up about 30 foot.
All right, Roger. Well, appreciate you. N5VUJ. All right. Anybody else? Dallas County or East? Anybody else? Call sign phonetically. Love to have you. All right, Mike, I got 4.
Okay, Romy, let me run down what I heard so far. AI5AH Robert over there in Richardson, Whiskey Delta 4, Romeo November Romeo, that's Brady and Flower Mound, I think. And then the last one was November 5, is it Bravo Uniform Juliet? Would you confirm that?
It's November 5 Victor Uniform Juliet, N5VJ.
Frequency mode.
And let me see if Top got his stuff. Top, he's running a FTM 400. I'm sorry, an FTM 100. FTM 100 Yaesu. And a J-pole, about 30 feet, homemade J-pole. And then also we got Mike WW5TX. That's Matt over there in Midway Hollow, Dallas. That's all I got there, the 4 N8 WWR. Back to net.
Yeah, before you run off, Victor Uniform Juliet, what was the handle there?
Roger, Romeo Oscar Golf Echo Romeo, N8 WWR.
Awesome. I've got so much going on, Romeo. I can't deal with NetLogger at the same time. But thanks for your help, and I appreciate it as always. So we picked up some Dallas County stations, which is great, with the help of N8 WWR, and we appreciate that. All clear with Whiskey Romeo, and this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa. Here in Parker County out in Weatherford as net control. We're doing county by county. We're not done yet. Let's go to Jack County. Anybody out in Jack County listening? Hello, Jack County. I've got to do more politic, and I'm not sending enough checks out there. Anybody in Jack County that wants to check into the Simplex net tonight?
Relay.
Go ahead, Relay. Go ahead.
There was a Kilo Alpha station, TRQ, I think. Let me look it up. Yeah, Kilo Alpha 5, Tango, Quebec, Romeo.
Okay, you copied them. They're in Jack County, right?
Roger, roger.
Okay, thanks for that. That's Whiskey Delta 5 Mike and Cook relaying in KA5TRQ out in Jack County. So thank goodness we're back on the scoreboard with Jack County. Anybody else out in Jack County that wants to check in, we'll hear you. Anything else, David? You hearing anybody else?
WD5N.
Are you hearing anybody else, David?
No, I am not hearing anybody else. WD5N.
All right, I'll clear with you. Let's go into Wise County. Anybody home?
Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango.
Whiskey Delta 5, India Whiskey.
Well, there's 3 good ones. KI5LET, KI5UXF. Gary, hello to you. And WD5IWW. Mr. Sean, how you feeling, my brother?
Feeling a lot better since I talked to you last, Mike. So coming around. So, but yeah, all is well, sir.
Okay, didn't want to belabor it. Just glad to hear you. All right, anybody else in Wise County? All right, Top, I know you got a lot going on, but do you have a moment to make your net calls?
Absolutely. A one-eyed cat watching two mouse holes. This is Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango, assisting net control for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Any stations in range of this radio? Clay County, Montague County. There was a Cook County station besides David. Denton, Grayson, Collin. Would like to check into the net tonight. Come with your call now.
I think you already got me top, but WD5M.
Okay, Mike, picked up 2 there. Kilo Echo 5, Golf Lima November. That's Brock, and Roanoke is in Denton County, is that correct? And we don't have your rig information if you'd care to share it. Okay, I copied a Yaesu FT-991A Alpha and a Comet Victor Papa 3 at 25 feet. Is that correct? And of course, we picked up David, Whiskey Delta 5 Mike. Are you on the Cook County remote base tonight?
Yes, Top, I am, and also there was a station that doubled when you called the last station, so you might make one more call. I think it was a K5 station, WD5M.
Okay, sorry I doubled. K5 station, come back with your call. Okay, I think I heard Kilo 5, Kilo Uniform Echo. Is that correct? And David, did you get a better copy on his rig information? All I heard was a Comet at 65 feet.
I did get a copy, but I don't remember what it was. Say it again, then I'll Anytone 778, he's Comet EP3, about, I believe he said 25, 30 feet, or no, he's 25 watts, and I believe I got it all.
Okay, Anytone 778, Comet GP3 at 25 watts. Did I hear 65 feet? Is that antenna at a 65 feet? $25 feet, David?
Roger, 25 feet. Roger, roger. WD5M.
Okay, one last call from Wise County, KI5LET. Any stations can hear this radio, would like to check in, come with your call now. Okay, nothing
up. There was a station there.
Up. Let's see, KI5UXF. Oh, you had that one. And that one, and that one, and then we got KE5GLN, Golf Lima November. That was Brock in Roanoke, Denton County. And I got his station information here, and Whiskey Delta 5 Mike, David. He's on the Cook County remote base. And Kilo 5, Kilo Uniform Echo. Let me type that one in real quick.
Hey, Top, there was another station deep in the noise that I could hear, but I can't copy him either. Maybe somebody else can relay. WD5M.
Go ahead, relay station. Did you hear that other station? Go ahead. Any station trying to check in tonight into the Wise County remote base? Come with your call now. Any relays anywhere?
Relay.
Go ahead, relay.
Yeah, that Van Zant County station's trying to check in.
Is that Whiskey 5 Bravo Sierra Delta?
Yeah, he says Roger, that's who it's at.
Okay, that's Whiskey 5 Bravo Sierra Delta. That's Kevin, Rusk, Van Zant County. I just got a light copy on him, but I think Gary had a better copy on him. We'll check you in. Okay, Mike, the other two stations were Kilo 5, Kilo Uniform Echo, that's Conrad in Valley View, Cook County, and I'll put his station information in here. And also Whiskey 5 Bravo Sierra Delta, that's Kevin in Rusk County. I got a light copy on him. KI5LET, back to net control.
Okay, very good. Wow, Valley View. My goodness, I'm not hearing too good to the south, but that's a good pickup by you and David. So I did copy all of those, and we got Van Zant County. Gosh, we've got Cook County, and we've got several in Wise County. So, all right, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa, all clear with KI5LET, and hope everybody's still hanging in there tonight. We've gotten through the first round of our county-by-county check-ins. Let me make a call for any station, anywhere, anyone, anywhere that has not checked in so far tonight to the North Central Texas Simplex net. Give me a call now.
Kilo 5, Lima, contact.
All right, I got KK5LQ, Kelton. Man, my night is complete, Kelton. I didn't know if you were going to make it, but you came through.
I didn't know whether I was going to make it either. I just wanted to tell you hello and radio quit. Got a new power cord on it. It's working. So back to you, KK5LQ.
I've had many of those aha moments, so good to hear you, my friend. KK5 Lima, Quebec. That's Kelton in Hood County. Anybody else, any other late check-ins? Any relays? Go ahead. Man, I cannot hear him tonight. K5KV, that is Benny. Is that correct? All right, K5 Kilo Victor, Benny from Mills County. I am not hearing him. I've been talking to Benny for 10 years, and I usually can hear him, so good catch on the relay. Kilo 5 Kilo Victor down in Mills County checking in. If you can hear me, Benny, thank you for checking in. Anybody else that hadn't checked in so far tonight that would like to do so? Anyone, anywhere that hadn't checked in to the Simplex net, come now. Any relays? Okay, we'll give it another run, but we'll go into the next section of the net, which we'll go into this section, and then we'll do another round of calls, and then we'll close it. But this section here is a lot of fun. It's a great opportunity for you to check your station at any given time. So if you've checked in tonight, if you have checked in tonight, and you would like to have the frequency to make a call to a specific station or a specific county, or just maybe even a general call, and get signal reports from around the region. Who wants to get on the list?
Mike, I got a relay, maybe.
Okay, go ahead, David.
The station. Station that started with KI5ME. Could you come again? I copied Kilo India 5, Mike Echo Lima. Mike, can you copy that? WD5M.
Well, Well, I didn't, but I know who it is. That is Keith. He's way down there in Limestone County.
Keith, we've got you in the log down in Limestone County. Good copy up at the Cook County remote base. This is WD5M, back to Mike.
Hey, David, real quick, if you've got a copy, ask him if he has any other relays. He usually relays in several others from down there.
Okay. Keith, Kilo India 5, Mike Echo Lima, do you have any relays from down around you for the net tonight? This is WD5M. Shifted again, Mike. I didn't copy him. I heard somebody come back, but I didn't hear him. Couldn't copy him out. Back to you, Mike, WD5M.
Okay. Anybody else on the net have a copy on KI5 Mike Echo Lima?
I do.
Go ahead.
I'll have to go to the vertical, though. That's all I'm hearing him on. Kilo 5, Mike Echo Lima, K5WXY. He didn't come back to me, but I got a copy on him. Okay, Mike, we had a Kilo India 5 Yankee something. Who was the station just trying to check in? Yankee India Golf, Mike.
Okay, I lost a little bit of that. Wiley, do you have a copy on those relays? Was that you, K5WXY?
Yeah, there's a station trying to check in. I've got him on the vertical.
Okay, try it again and give me the call of that station.
Okay, the station trying to check into the North Texas Simplex net. Try again. All right, give it to me one more time. Kilo India something. Okay, what's the prefix? The Yankee India Golf, what's the prefix? Okay, Mike, it's Kilo India 5 Yankee India Golf. Somebody may need to relay me into Mike.
Mike, the relay was KI5YIG.
Okay, Trey, I was just getting ready to ask you. So KI5YIG is being relayed in by Keith down there in Limestone?
That is correct, by way of WXY.
Okay, very good. All right, he's coming in and out, so thank you. So, excuse me, we did get another Limestone County. I think he's in Limestone. He's checked in KI5YIG, and we did get KI5 Mike Echo Lima as well. Trey, do you have a good copy on Keith?
Do not.
Okay, well, I'm glad we got it in, and K5WXY, thank you so much for the help. We know Keith is down there every week, and you just never know who he's going to have contact with. In fact, the remote base in Cook County picked him up, and then we've got Tarrant County and Johnson County and Ellis hearing him, so that's very cool. All right, Anybody else? Any other late check-ins? I'm going to go to the call section. Anybody else have a relay, or are there any other late check-ins? All right, that's Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Tango, Quebec. That is Wendell right here in Parker County. Thanks for popping in, Wendell. Anybody else want to check in? Late check-ins. I'm not hearing anybody here, so let me try to see if I can fit in the call section. Anybody that's checked in tonight that would like to have the frequency for 2 calls to a specific station or a general call, who wants to get on the list to make calls tonight? Well, I got a 20 over signal, just no audio. Try that again. Anybody that's checked in tonight, if you'd like to have the frequency to make calls, let me know. All right, not hearing anything. KI5LET, the Yankee India Golf, you probably already know that, but he may pop up. He's in Freestone County. So Limestone relayed in Freestone. So that's awesome. All right, last call. For anybody that's checked in tonight, if you'd like to have the frequency to make calls, please come now. KF5 VBL, Jerry, you want to make some calls?
Light. Cam down at Eastland, he likes to blew me out with a solid signal tonight. He's running at 4 and 5 on my meter. And Phil in Erath County, I was hearing him at S2. Ken in Johnson County, I could hear him, but just barely. Good solid, but he was about S1. Gary down in Ellis County, could just barely make him out. He was just barely wiggling the meter. Trey, NGM in Tarrant County, he was a 3. And of course David up there in Monte, WD5M pegged the meter on me down here. But that's what it was like out here in Western Six tonight.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that. That was KF5 Victor Bravo Lima out in Graham, out in Young County, letting me know that he was here in Erath County, Johnson County Light, Ellis County Light, NGM had an S3, and WD5M in Cook County was very strong. So that was a report there. All right. Well, if nobody wants to take a shot at making any calls, I'll throw it out to, let me throw it out to KE5NGM. Would you go ahead and make a last call from your vantage point?
Certainly, Mike. This is Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike assisting net control for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Anybody, anywhere that can hear this station, as Top says, come with your call now.
N8WWR, Romy, if you're still on frequency, would you mind making a last call for the net?
Sure, Mike. This is November 8, Whiskey Romeo, assisting net control with the North Central Texas Simplex net. Any station that would like to check in that can hear the sound of my voice, please come now with your call sign phonetically. Any station anywhere that can hear me, please come now with your call sign phonetically. N8WWR. Nope, I got nothing either, Mike. NAWWR, back to that.
All right, clear with Whiskey Romeo. There was a station just came in. Try it again. All right, this is Kilo Fox 5, Victor Sugar Papa. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. I'm out of Parker County. I'm making a last call for anyone, anywhere that has not checked in so far. KTQ, recheck, go ahead. He's in southern Tarrant County. All right, very good. Clear with KTQ. Last call for anyone, anywhere that has not checked in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. K5 Charlie Alpha Bravo. Chuck, that must have been you coming in because your signal's about 25 over. Yeah, appreciate you checking in. All right. Anybody else? Last call, and I mean it this time. WA5EDX. Byron, go ahead. What you got?
KF5BBL. Jerry, I wonder if you copy. You're about an S2 here in Bluffdale tonight. Over. Didn't think so. He can't hear me. But Mike, I wanted to let you know. Last week I couldn't get on out here in the shack, but I did listen to the net on a old Radio Shack scanner inside the house, and I was picking you up pretty good. Not full quieting, but on just the telescoping whip antenna from my living room, high. So you really get out into Bluffdale tonight.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, that's pretty good sign. I'll take that compliment all day long. But your signal's 30 over up here tonight, and really solid. And glad to have you back. All is well, I hope. All right, we'll clear with Whiskey Alpha 5 Echo Delta X-Ray. And I'll ask, are there any relays? And then we'll close the net. Okay, not hearing any more check-ins and not hearing any more relays. I want to thank everybody for their help with all of the features here. WZ5TX, who supplies us with the listing frequencies, KE5NGM for the live stream, Top, and all the other folks that help out from week to week doing NetLogger and all of the relay stations, and of course all of the check-ins. So I will close the net for this week and say 7-3 to all, and enjoy your weekend. KF5 Victor Sugar Papa, off and clear.
Great job, Mike. KB5YBF.
4th, Irving Hamfest, March the 4th. They're giving away a 2-meter mobile, 1 per hour. 2 Yaesus, 2 ICOMs, and a Linko. Grand prize is a Yaesu FT-991A, which you don't need to be present for. You do not need to be present for the grand prize. March the 4th, 8 to 2. Google Irving Hamfest. Good night, y'all. NAWWR. Bye.
Yeah, Romy, you may have already done it, but push that on the Facebook page so we can all remember. So that sounds like a lot of fun. KF5VSP. I'll be back momentarily. 7-3.
Thanks, Mike. Great net. KI5LET.
Roger. KB5WA. Good net.
Great job, Mike. WI5MRW.
MRW, great signal into Wise County. Solid 5-5.
Roger, Rogers, appreciate that. I'm just being able to talk a little bit after getting over my little flu bout I had, so nice to be on the radio. WI5MRW.
Mike, I turned the preamp off. You're still pegging me out at 60 plus. KB5YBI.
Same thing here. Same thing here.
Hey, Kenny, is your preamp mounted by the antenna or is it by the radio?
No, it's sitting here on a shelf by the radio. It's a Mirage B3016G, Bravo 5016 Golf Mirage amp. Sitting here on a shelf next to the radio. KB5YBI.
Roger, I was just kind of curious. I got my hands on a mast-mounted one, but I haven't got time to climb on the roof. I got it sitting right next to the radio. It's made a world of difference. I can only imagine when it gets up by the antenna there. All right, good night, y'all. N8WWR.
Hi, Romeo. I just switched mine on while you were talking and took you from an S7 to an S9 just for a reference. KB5YBI.
I'll make a long call here. Whiskey 5, Victor India Golf. This is Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango. Can you hear this radio? Jim out in Bacata, Texas. Is just on NetLogger. I don't know if anybody else can make a call. He's out in East Texas. Whiskey 5, Victor India Golf. This is Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango. Anybody anywhere can hear that station.
Whiskey 5, Victor India Golf. Whiskey 5, Victor India Golf. Do you copy? KB5YB. Yeah, nothing here, Top.
Okay, thanks, Ken. He was on the NCTC net last night, and it's not Bogota, it's Bogota.
Alrighty. Well, I missed that net. Glad to just get back on this one tonight. It's been a couple of weeks, and I miss it.
I tell you, you've got the loudest signal in my shack. You're a 5.5 compared to guys that are a 5.9, but your audio is still the loudest, and it's not the least bit distorted. It's not overdriven. It's not clipping. It just punches through. I mean, I got to turn it down when you're calling in.
Well, I'll try not to yell at it. I get that quite a bit here locally. I've got you about an S9 with a preamp on, but you're perfectly clear. It's like you're sitting here in the room beside me. I have a very strong, loud voice that broadcasts very well. I'm talking across the mic and not into it. I am very careful about that, not overdriving the element. But I'm just a loudmouth. That's all there is to it. And I'm running the Yaesu FT-991A Alpha, which has a good audio system in it. So I appreciate the kind words about it.
Yeah, I think it's more your adjustments. You know, and you're right. You know, you're not. You're working the mic just right, but somehow you've got the right amount of compression or compansion or, you know, whatever, mic gain, you know, you've got all those settings just right. It's loud, it's not obnoxious.
Well, good deal. That's good to know. Good to know. So I'll try to make note of that. I run it a little hotter on Simplex and HF than I do on local nets. In fact, usually if I'm on the repeaters, I'm on a different radio. I leave this one set for Simplex and HF work.
I don't know what happened at the top. It sounded like he had kind of an abrupt cutoff.
Yes, sir, he did. It fell out there right at the end of it, and I responded. He didn't respond, so I'm wondering if his cut off on him.
Hopefully it isn't anything serious. KE5NGM. By the way, Ken, how's your dad doing, I think?
Well, Trey, it's a long story. He's better. He's a long way from well. He's 81 years old. He'll be 82 in July if he makes it that far. He was bleeding internally and collapsed on us about a month ago when all this started. He's conscious enough, and he had surgery to repair the bleed in his colon and repair an aneurysm on his aorta about 3 weeks ago. He's aspirating when they try to feed him or give him something to drink, so they're having to keep a feeding tube in him. But they told us this week that temporary tube had to come out to prevent infection because it had been in there too long. So the plan is to surgically insert a more permanent feeding tube and send him to rehab and see if they can continue to work on the aspiration. If they can get him over that, he'll be okay. They said without this procedure, they wouldn't give him more than 6 months. But if they can get this feeding tube in him and move him to rehab and get him past this point of aspiration, then he should be okay.
Well, I'm glad things are at least improving. It sounds like he had a lot going on to deal with. It's going to take him, I guess, a minute to get over, to recover from that. So I hope it continues going uphill for him.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, it came real close to losing him that night he collapsed. Said he had this, they thought it was an ulcer, turned out to be diverticulitis. It is very infected and was bleeding internally and didn't know it. It had blood in the stool, but nobody knew it. And he was very low on blood and collapsed, and they got him to the hospital. They thought he was gone, but the nurse said, no, he's still squeezing my hand. Get busy. And they pumped a couple of units of blood in him, and he started improving. They did the scan to look at it and wanted to embolize the artery to stop the bleeding, but they couldn't because that same artery was also feeding his stomach. So they went in and surgically repaired the spot that was bleeding and patched the aneurysm on his aorta to keep it from getting worse and exploding. So it was kind of a blessing there to see that and recover it. But now the wait on him to recover, and he's gotten stronger. Like I said, he's awake, he's up, he can kind of talk to you. So little brother got to talk to him, I think it was Wednesday night, and kind of explained to him what his options were. And he said, yeah, do the surgery. And he'd been hollering, let's go home, let's go home, let's go home. And they said, what? You can either keep this tube and you can die in 6 months, or we can do this surgery and do this, and you can go to rehab. And he said, let's go to rehab.
That's good. Sometimes that's half the battle right there, is just getting everybody on the same page and getting them to agree that this is the way forward. So I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, again, appreciate it. Yeah, glad my little brother was there with him, and he was able to talk to him about it, and was constantly getting his approval. And like I told my little brother, he's worried about it. He goes, well, there's no promises. I said, no, none of us have guarantees either way. But you talk to him, You got his opinion, his approval. It's not on you. Don't worry about making a decision. It's not yours. It's his.
Well, my parents worry about me. They see how I hang on to old junk. Radios and electronics and stuff. They say, I know you. You're going to try to keep that going as long as you can.
You betcha. Yeah, we've all got to have something to hold on to. Whether it's a hobby or grandkids, great-grandkids, some goal. As long as we got something to shoot for, we got a reason to move forward. We have a purpose and we have something to do. When you lose that, you know, what's your point for sticking around? So, yeah, it definitely got to have something to strive for.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Romeo Hotel Golf. Good evening, Jim.
Romeo Hotel Golf. Very light copy on you here in Johnson County. Try again, please, sir.
Well, I'm on 287 right now, nearly in Fort Worth.
All right, copy 287, nearly in Fort Worth. I'm going to assume your mobile's in. I am in North Johnson County, about 10 miles west of Crowley and Burleson. Name is Ken, Kilo Echo November. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, usually I'm on this net up in Wise County. It's about 8 miles from top. But I just didn't make it tonight and heard y'all on here and decided to just say hi.
We're glad you did. Good evening. I've got your signal varying from an S3 to an S5 on you, but I'm able to copy a little bit there. Good signal for mobile. You're at least 20, maybe 25, 30 miles across town from me, depending on what part they're on 287, so not a bad trip. Trey, are you copying the mobile station?
He's about an S5, in and out. He was when he started about an S9, but you're definitely there making the trip to Southwest Fort Worth.
No, I am northwest of, I guess you may be southwest Fort Worth, but I'm northwest Fort Worth, headed up to Decatur.
You're leaving us, okay. Yeah, I'm in southwest Fort Worth, and then Ken's even further out than that, so you're making a good trip, especially good for mobile.
Yeah, I've been happy with this little rig. I've just got a FT-991A with the 8900 Diamond antenna on it.
That radio, but there is a little component out in it, and I haven't had a chance to order a new one and get it soldered in, but from what I understand, I mean, the time that I had with it, which was about a year and a half, it worked great. Still receives fine, just won't transmit at the moment.
You know, I've got a TM733 that won't transmit, and I've taken it apart and looked at what they said goes bad on it, and I couldn't find it bad, and I need to find someone with a little bit of know-how and with the right oscilloscope to troubleshoot it.
Have oscilloscope, will travel.
Was that top in there?
KI5 LET.
Well, sir, it's in a box. I mean, I can just bring it wherever it needs to go.
It's only 100 megahertz oscilloscope. I don't know if that'll work or not.
You know, it'll, I can't remember what it's called, the 19 frequency or whatever. So it's just a non-scope, you know,
Okay, well, if you want to cheat death, we can poke around in it and just see what happens. I'll have to clear off a little space on the workbench here, but I need to knock the dust off that thing. I hadn't used it in a while. Crank it up.
Well, I will take you up on that. I mean, it's been sitting in a box here for a decade now. You break it while we're learning, you know, that's just part of it.
There you go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Hey, Top.
Go ahead, Ken.
Have you looked at getting a 10X probe for that scope?
I've got some probes. I'm not sure I have a 10X. I'd have to go check.
Yeah, check into that. See if it helps you out a little bit. If I come across it, I know I got one around here for my old scope somewhere. But investigate that. May give you a little more range. KB5YBI.
So it's 10X on the frequency?
Yeah, see what it'll do for you. I don't remember all the details. It's been 30 years since I've used mine. But I know I've got an old 25 megahertz. We've got a 10X scope for it. It gives you a little more range. See what that allows you to do.
Okay, well, that's cool. I have to check into that. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I don't remember all the details specifically. Like I said, gosh, I got mine back in 1991 when I was getting my electronics degree. Haven't used it since then. But just check into it, see if that's something that'll help you out a little bit. Check your voltages and ranges and all that. KB5YB.
Will do. KI5LET.
Well, I got a project to test it out on, and boy, Top, you are clear. I don't know, 10 miles out of Fort Worth or so, but you are clear over here on my mobile.
Yeah, you're perfectly clear. A 5.6 on my S meter.
Yeah, you're pegging the S meter on mine here.
Mobile station's S3 here in North Johnson County. KB5YBI.
Hey, you're really getting out tonight, Darty.
Your call, but I didn't catch what you were telling me before that.
S3 Johnson County, S3 in Johnson County for the mobile station up here in North Fort Worth. Kilo Bravo 5, Yankee Bravo India.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the signal report.
Go ahead, Top. KB5YBI.
Yeah, we got a couple of guys still checking it, or still monitoring the net. Kilo Golf 5, Papa India November. That's Daryl up in Blossom, Texas. Any chance you're in range of this radio? KI5LET. Nothing heard. Just for grins, I'll try one more time. Whiskey 5, Victor India Golf. Whiskey 5, Victor India Golf. You got a copy on Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango. Okay, nothing heard. Nothing heard. KI5LET, we're clear and monitoring.
And if I give it a try, Top, Whiskey 5, Victor India Golf. Whiskey 5, Victor India Golf. This is Whiskey Delta 5 Mike. Do you copy? Nothing heard, WD5M.
I'm getting a real strong key, but no audio from somebody.
Might be me. I hit the button the wrong time. WD5M, I didn't hear anything, though, back from East Texas there. WD5M 73.
David, you want to try Blossom? Kilo Golf 5, Papa, India, November. KG5 PIN, should be Lamar County, northeast of you.
The shot, Lamar, I hit them when the conditions were right the other day, but it's probably not going to be very likely tonight. I believe it's KG5PIN. This is WD5M, calling for Lamar County. Yeah, I got into Lamar's repeater the other day when it was really, stretching from South Texas all the way up to Missouri, but I don't hear him tonight. WD5M.
Okay, thanks, David. I got a warm spot in my heart for Blossom, Texas. My great-grandmother on my mom's side lived in Blossom. Cabinets. Beautiful home there. Was actually built by a great-great-uncle of mine who was a carpenter. And it's a craftsman-style home that he just literally built with himself and a couple of helpers. And then my grandmother Cabinets lived there. Anyway, it's still there. I think it's a bed and breakfast now. But hadn't been back in a while, but it is a cool place. KI5LET.
Yeah, my grandmother lived near DeKalb for several years, and always had fun out there. That was a fun place to go. It was way out in the country, but it was fun.
Where is DeKalb?
I remember it's out toward Lamar. Is it Lamar? It may be further east than Lamar. I'm trying to remember now, but it's either there or it's somewhere at that far northeast corner, because we came in either from eastern Oklahoma, or sometimes we'd come down to Texas and go across that route, but it's way over there.
Okay, that's sort of ringing a bell there. I think you're right. It is just a little farther east, maybe a little southeast. DEKALB, if I remember right.
That's the one, and she was not too many miles north of the interstate that went up that way. I used to take, the interstate out and go through Dallas and go up that way, and I'd take a back road off the interstate and head up to her house. It wasn't too many miles. If you listened at night, you would hear the interstate traffic sometimes. She wasn't that close, but it would come through the forest and the trees and stuff.
Yep, that's cool. Probably I-30.
Yep, that was it. That was a long time ago, back when I could fit into smaller cars.
Sports cars?
I was trying to remember if she was still out there when I had a 280Z for a while, and I think maybe I did have the 280Z when she lived out there, but I am not real sure.
Yeah, those were cool cars. I remember, back in the 70s, the 240Z is the first one I remember, and that was just a